This particular rack is just petticoats for the show. That's a lot of ruffles. Hi, I'm is to work closely with the designer to realize their designs, get the costumes shopped and built and fit, and into a dress rehearsal. I deal with a lot of logistics. I don't do any designing. I do budgeting. I do the hiring here for my staff. I do a lot of scheduling with stage management for fittings, like running a small business in a way. I actually did a little bit of acting when I was in high school. Of course, when I went to college, I thought I was going to be an actor. But because I knew how to sew, back from old home ec classes, I worked in the costume shop. And I grew there. When I got out of college, I worked at the old Atlanta Children's Theater, which was separate from the Alliance. And when the two combined, and the managing director at the time was someone I had worked with at the Children's Theater, she put out a call to me and said, "Can you come?" And I said, "You bet." That sounds great. In dealing with costuming, you are dealing with a director, a script, a designer, and your built staff. Right. My husband is the production manager here at the Alliance. We work so closely together, we eat lunch together, we're in meetings together. Here on site, we can touch base when we're dealing with our budgeting issues and that kind of thing. So we work as close together as we live. Working with a designer is one of the most important and fun things that we do. We could work with them in the fitting room, we work with them, as I said, shopping. We work with them trying to understand what their design motivation is so that we can really make the creation come from that inspiration. They have a certain trust in the shop manager because they do have to turn over their designs for us to create. So there is a great deal of interaction, collaboration that we share. This is the Alliance Theater Costume Shop, and this area here is the wardrobe area where the dressers come in and work to run the shows at night. They've got towels for the actors, got their supplies, their steam iron and the steamer. Over here we have the wig area, and this is Karen, our wig master, prepping a wig for Honk, our children's show. There are bigger costume shops and there are smaller costume shops. This is really a wonderfully compact, very efficient shop. Here is the craft shop, and our craft master, Diana, is right now working on refurbishing the masks for Christmas Carol. She has to put in the fresh foam just about every year, but the masks themselves have held up for a good 12 plus years. And back here, we have what I call Atlanta's best organized and largest closet. In the course of a year, we start our staff in July. We build the first show. I've been working on the show for the 2 months prior to that, so that when the staff starts on a show, it's ready to put into their hands. We do 10 shows a year. 2 of them are children's shows. We have a small space that seats 200, where we do 3 to 4 shows, and then our main stage, which we do 5 shows. The core staff is 2 drapers, 3 first hands. I have a craft master who also takes care of our dyeing. I have a wig master, 2 design assistants, and I have a wardrobe staff. When you're talking these big shows, that is not enough staff. So I do have to either bring people in or job out some projects, which on Twist, I had about 11 jobbed out projects across the nation from San Francisco to New York. And that was a lot of logistics, and again, being a shop manager, you don't sit and do the sewing or the draping yourself, but you have to plan all of that to get it all finally to dovetail into the dress rehearsal and the opening. When the show closes, I'm also involved with the strike of the clothes to determine what we're going to keep, what we're not going to keep, what can be sold, and how to get it put back in stock. We just closed up Bring It On. We packed up the boxes because that show was going to maintain as a show itself. That was 76 boxes that got shipped up to a storage facility in New York. While we were doing that, we were still working on getting the costumes for Honk, which is our current children's show, The Story of the Ugly Duckling. What we're fitting right now is Spoon Lake Blues, a 4-person contemporary show. And we're also just starting the shopping on August Osage County, which we will open in about a month. Of course, we're proud of our big productions like The Color Purple that went on to Broadway, a show called Last Night of the Ballyhoo, which was done when the Olympics was here in Atlanta. Also proud of our children's shows because they're shows where the designs are so specific that they have to be built. Whenever we can build a show from soup to nuts, I just think that is what is my favorite part of seeing a show on stage. I think, again, the driver is theater. That started me into this business, to do the best I can every day, to come in and make sure that what I need to get accomplished is done the best way possible.